Welcome back to our channel, where we share updates and untold stories about Catherine, Princess of Wales, and her royal family. Today, we bring you some news. Princess Anne's surprised revelation over darkest scandal stuns Camilla, marking Prince William's bold move. Princess Anne, Prince William, and Prince Harry have apparently revealed fresh details about Princess Diana's death, shocking the country. This follows Queen Consort Camilla's answer to Prince William's royal family reorganization suggestion. The plan involves removing Camilla's relatives from the royal payroll, boosting Duchess Sophie to take over some of her tasks, and upgrading Mike Tyndall's position. Camilla's distaste for Princess Beatrice over Prince Harry leaks complicates royal relations. During King Charles's medical treatment, Camilla made an appeal, but the king assigned Princess Anne royal responsibilities, leading to a conflict within the palace. Many court insiders were shocked by Princess Anne's admission. According to a source, Camilla, having served the royal family for decades, perceives these developments as betrayal. Princess Anne's comments on Diana's murder and Queen Elizabeth and the royal family's apparent role have illuminated that fatal night. Diana's death has reignited curiosity. What happened to the people's princess? Diana's death was mysterious from the start. The catastrophic vehicle disaster occurred in Paris' Pont de l'Alma tunnel on August 31, 1997. French and British authorities first called it a terrible accident, blaming Diana's driver, Henry Paul, who was inebriated and lost control while evading photographers. Diana's friends and casual spectators suspected a deeper reality. Diana worried about her safety years before her death. Paul Burrell, Diana's butler, listened to her concerns about a conspiracy involving car accidents. The royal family rejected these conspiracy ideas for years, citing official investigations. The royal family's habit of concealment fueled rumors about her death. The story of Diana's adultery, public scrutiny, and divorce from Prince Charles is well known. Diana, an outsider in the royal family and a renowned public figure, evoked both reverence and fear. These complex ties cast doubt on her accidental demise. Princess Anne's shocking disclosure has revived conspiracy theories about Diana's murder. Given Anne's guarded and devoted royal status, her words are crucial. She spoke forward more than 2 decades after Diana's murder, suggesting the royal family was involved. Anne's statement sparked discussion regarding that fatal night. She did not directly blame her mother, Queen Elizabeth, or any other royal official, but her statements suggested a more complicated situation than an accident. Her comments have prompted fears about a royal establishment effort to permanently quiet Diana. Anne's confession has far-reaching effects. Tradition and secrecy have helped the British royal family maintain its public image and hide its private affairs. To maintain stability, the royal family immediately handles any sign of conflict. Engaging the royal family in Diana's death would weaken the monarchy. The public and media are now considering if the Queen or other senior royals committed similar heinous acts after Anne's confession. This acknowledgement greatly affects Diana's connection with the royal family before her death. Following her split from Prince Charles, her open interviews and high-profile relationships threaten the monarchy's dignity and stability. Diana's legacy lies in her transformation from a mistreated wife to a respected icon, adored by millions. Her humanitarian endeavors and real touch with regular people set her apart from past royals. Her increasing popularity stood in stark contrast to the efforts of royalists to uphold the image of the crown. Diana's ties with her boys, William and Harry, complicate the story. The early death of their mother deeply impacted both brothers, who have freely voiced their sadness and bitterness. Anne's disclosure may complicate their feelings. Losing a parent is heartbreaking, but learning that the royal family may have engineered her murder is much worse. William and Harry must combine royal devotion and mother love. Anne confirmed long-held popular fears. Diana's death's discrepancies, notably emergency services' delayed reaction and MI6 monitoring, have sparked conspiracy theories for years. The royal family's silence has perpetuated these beliefs. Anne's admission has rekindled these debates, prompting demands for an independent DNA death probe. This would confirm the long-held suspicion that the royal family or other powerful groups silenced Diana. This fresh element in Diana's biography concerns the media's influence on royal attitudes. The royals and press have a tense relationship, and media scrutiny contributed to Diana's death. The terrible collision brought paparazzi under heavy criticism. If a conspiracy existed, the media may have kept attention away from Diana's murderers. Global fears about the British monarchy have followed Anne's admission. The royal family has survived problems, but this admission is unusual. It's astonishing that the crown could have killed one of its most adored individuals. It might further weaken public faith in the monarchy, already rocked by Prince Andrew's legal issues and Harry and Meghan's disappearance. Anne's acknowledgement concerns the monarchy's function in modern society. Many consider the royal family as a connection to Britain's rich history and traditions, yet in a transparent and accountable world, it may seem outdated. The royal family's involvement in Diana's murder could potentially alter public opinion and lead to the downfall of the monarchy. The impact of Anne's revelation on the royal family and its future remains uncertain. Princess Anne, who has always been trustworthy and uncontroversial, finds herself embroiled in one of our biggest royal scandals. Although she stood up to speak the truth, it has also sparked a series of challenging questions. The royal family has maintained quiet and discretion for years, but Princess Anne's revelation breaks that tradition. The palace has survived controversies with a compliant media by adopting a no-comment policy. Anne's disclosure concerning Diana's death challenges royal family convention and argues a moral need to reveal the truth. Anne's announcement date has raised questions about why she came out after such a lengthy quiet. Diana may have made her decision due to the natural aging of significant characters in her life and death, a desire to provide clarity for future generations, or familial relations following Queen Elizabeth II's death. The royal family underwent a transformation when Anne confronted the long-rumored plot. Princess Anne's inside job idea raises many issues. She sparked several conspiracy theories with her mysterious comments. One argument is that Diana threatened the royal family's image. Diana felt free from her public character after her divorce from Charles. Her post-royalty existence appeared to elevate her. Her humanitarianism in the battle zone, AIDS awareness, and friendship with Dodi Fayed attracted public and media attention. Diana became a powerful celebrity who ignored royal counsel. Her worldwide fame challenged the royal family, which prides itself on secrecy and shunning celebrity culture. Diana used the media to captivate millions. Her transparency and public presence undermined the royal veneer. Diana famously called her marriage to Charles crowded in a 1995 Martin Bashir interview, owing to his romance with Camilla Parker Bowles. This interview gave the people unparalleled access to royal life. It was honest and sincere, changing the popular image of Diana and the monarchy. Following Anne's admission, we must reconsider the involvement of MI5 and MI6 in Diana's murder. Rumors have been circulating for years, claiming that Diana was under surveillance in the months prior to her murder due to her relationship with Egyptian Muslim Dodi Fayed. Some in the British establishment worried about Diana marrying outside her religion and having children with him, which may have affected the royal family. Some hypotheses propose that powerful government and security forces conspired to prevent Diana from causing harm to the monarchy. Despite questions about their thoroughness, the inquest and official investigations surrounding Diana's murder exonerated MI6. Key witnesses gave contradicting testimony, crucial issues were unanswered, and evidence was twisted or removed. The accident site featured a white Fiat Uno, and the spy agency's accusations against Henry Paul remained unclear. Princess Anne's comments have rekindled discussion over the tragedy's causes. Anne's disclosures have highlighted the British monarchy and Diana's death. Diana was a worldwide star who championed transnational concerns before her death. Landmine-producing nations and companies targeted her for her anti-landmine effort. Her involvement with AIDS patients and vulnerable populations was uncommon and politically important for a princess. Her worldwide influence made her a powerful advocate and a potential danger. Diana was influential worldwide, and her death may have had political repercussions. Her efforts, particularly in conflict-affected places, may have threatened strong interests outside the British royal family, triggering inquiries into her murder by other governments or international firms. While Princess Anne does not support this view, it prompts a re-evaluation of Diana's worldwide influence. Accountability becomes more important with fresh facts. Who is accountable for Diana's death if the royal family, security services, or others arranged it? After more than 2 decades, what form of justice remains available? This investigation goes beyond seeking truth to reconcile Diana's legacy with her institution. Princess Anne's statement has fueled calls for a full Diana death probe. Since that horrible night in Paris, public leaders, media representatives, and even MPs are seeking more openness to answer questions. Justice affects Diana's family, especially William and Harry. Both freely express how their mother's death changed their lives. Harry has spoken honestly about the psychological toll of his mother's death, the press, and royal persecution. Harry and Meghan Markle may have resigned from royal obligations due to Diana's severe demands. Anne's disclosure, which seems to validate long-held concerns, may further alienate the boys from their origins. It may make them reconsider their royal duties and loyalty to their mother's heritage. This story revolves around Diana's legacy. As the people's princess, she broke the royal norm by being emotionally honest and caring for millions. People lauded her humanitarian activities, support for underprivileged populations, and ability to interact with individuals from all backgrounds. Diana's warmth and popularity may have made her susceptible to a controlling institution, according to Anne. If her murder was planned by people who saw her metamorphosis as a danger, her legacy is much bigger. What does contemporary royalty imply, and what happens when a support system turns against you? Princess Anne's disclosure raises additional concerns about Princess Diana's short but influential life and abrupt death. For years, many worried whether the monarchy, burdened by customs and internal battles, could understand or support Diana. Anne's candor reveals Diana's marginalization and suppression. Princess Anne's words may change public opinion of the monarchy, its internal dynamics, and its image protection efforts. The unfolding of these disclosures makes society realize that the story is far from over. The next chapter in Princess Diana, the royal family, and truth may be imminent. The scope of the cover-up matters. Who was responsible for the planned death of Diana? Did a small group plan this, or was it part of a larger network, including the British government, security services, and maybe foreign actors? These investigations lead to questions about the conspiracy's extent and probable cooperation to conceal information and alter public opinion. Rumors suggest that British intelligence organizations, particularly MI5 and MI6, closely monitored Princess Diana in her final years. The establishment worried about her high-profile connection with Egyptian millionaire Dodi Fayed, a non-British, non-Christian companion. In a post-colonial Britain with strained Middle East relations, these worries went beyond human difficulties to political ones. Despite its denial, British intelligence monitoring of Diana became a contentious subject during her untimely death inquiry. Princess Anne's discoveries reflect insufficient investigations or willful concealment of crucial material. Whether MI5 or MI6 monitored Diana's behavior, chats, and last moments raises doubts regarding whether the Paris automobile collision was an accident or deliberate. Henry Paul, the Pont del Alma tunnel disaster driver, is essential to this story. The official investigation found that Paul was inebriated, causing the deadly accident due to speed and poor judgment. However, this conclusion has been under scrutiny for years. Paul's French intelligence ties led to suspicions that he was an informant. His involvement in Diana's murder, whether ordered or part of a plot, holds greater significance. Was Henry Paul a voluntary participant cognizant of the repercussions of his acts, or a pawn in a wider plot that led to tragedy? Foreign organizations complicate this complex plot. Diana's influence extended beyond her status as a British princess. Humanitarian activities, especially landmine awareness, won her accolades and condemnation. Her attempts to prohibit landmines in war zones cut into weapons manufacturers and governments' profits. Large international corporations and military forces may have killed her because they viewed her advocacy as a threat. If they perceived her as a disruptor, they may have silenced her. Diana's humanitarian legacy inspires peace and justice worldwide, but would her impassioned advocacy have caused a backlash so harsh that she died prematurely? The claim that Diana's rising independence and worldwide significance led to her suppression extends beyond Buckingham Palace. It claims that a coalition of British establishment aligned persons planned her killing. Anne also reveals Diana's friendship with Prince Charles and the royals. Before her death, the media widely chronicled Diana's growing alienation from the royal family. The 1996 media-covered divorce of Diana and Charles was a turbulent time in royal history. Diana's forthright comments about Charles's connection with Camilla Parker Bowles and her own sexual relationships damaged the monarchy's image. Diana freely revealed her mental health issues, royal family seclusion, and marital discontent after her divorce, making her life unpredictable. This royal etiquette violation was unusual. Diana's decision to reveal the family's infighting threatened the monarchy, which values its stability. Royal insiders mistrusted her candor, fearing she had crossed a limit. Anne's carefully selected comments indicate Diana's departure from royal life sealed her destiny. Beyond being an ex-royal, Diana worried the royal family. Her conduct had become mercurial. She was risky due to her candor, public connection, and reluctance to follow royal conventions. Unpredictability was a danger to an institution that valued stability and continuity. Anne's admissions intensify these fears. People sometimes accuse the royal family of prioritizing monarchy over the well-being of its members. Diana's situation may have prompted the House of Windsor's disastrous decision that was driven by both institutional and personal goals. Diana's worldwide fame exacerbated her problems. The British people admired her and saw her as an epitome of compassion and understanding, but the royal family may have viewed her popularity as a danger. In an institution that depends on popular favor, her potential to eclipse the Queen, Prince Charles, and other senior royals would have been disturbing. Diana had an unprecedented ability to influence public opinion. Her status as the people's princess immediately challenged the monarchy's hierarchy and narrative of royal power. Anne's revelation suggests the removal of Diana in order to maintain stability and control. Royal intrigues, betrayals, and deliberate political moves are common throughout history. Unexplained circumstances have led to the ousting, tricking, and even slaying of monarchs for less than Diana represented a danger to the order. Consider the royal family's view of Diana as a mother, especially the Queen's. Diana loved her sons William and Harry deeply. She directly influenced the future British kings as their mother. William, the heir, would have adopted Diana's principles and public engagement style. This possible impact may have worried those who wanted to preserve royal principles for the next monarch. If Diana had lived, her impact on William and Harry may have complicated their responsibilities in the royal family, perhaps dividing her progressive ideas from the monarchy's traditional customs. This story hinges on Princess Anne's disclosure, which calls into question the royal family's ideals. If the monarchy orchestrated Diana's murder, it prioritized its own survival over that of its most beloved member. This surprising discovery reveals a level of detachment that those outside the royal circle have missed. It shows an organization ready to eradicate internal dangers. Major ramifications for the monarchy's future. Prince Andrew's scandals, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's departure, and growing scrutiny of their wealth and privileges have damaged the royal family's reputation. Anne's comments on Diana's death may damage royal trust. This may prompt change or questions about the monarchy's future. If the public perceives the monarchy as evil, it could irreversibly destroy confidence, thereby jeopardizing its historical position. Princess Anne has discreetly and properly recognized Princess Diana's impact, despite their differing positions in the royal family. Compared to Diana, who gained recognition for her emotional transparency and public engagement, Anne is more modest and conservative. Diana changed the monarchy's connection with the people, Anne acknowledges. Anne credits Diana with improving royal relations. Diana's breakthrough work with AIDS homeless and landmine victims changed the globe. Anne, a philanthropist, admires Diana's personal approach to networking. Her eagerness to interact with people personally changed the royal family's image from aloofness to empathy. Diana's sincerity and accessibility have shaped the royals' public relations, whereas Anne's is traditional. Anne has noted how Diana's legacy has changed royal family expectations, admitting that the royals cherish Diana's contribution despite their differences. Finally, Princess Anne's disclosure has altered the narrative surrounding Princess Diana and the British royal family. It challenges long-held beliefs, criticizes the monarchy's principles, and reassesses Diana's legacy. As the world digests Anne's revelation, Princess Diana's narrative continues. Even after death, she inspires the royal family and the world. Thank you for watching the video. Please let us know your thoughts, and goodbye for the time being.